Peace that surpasses all understanding. Grand Rising, my friends. I've been considering, and this is something that's been unfolding slowly, but as I lean more into it, and sleep is a wonderful thing. I think we process so much in our sleep, and ideas, and um, the clarity of thought in a dream. Even though you're in dream state, or traveling, or whatever, the clarity that I tend to gain is unlike my conscious awake hours. If I could do that in my conscious awake hours, boy, that would be something. And but I was considering this recent experience that I had on Monday, going to um, have my hernia repaired, um, and then an experience that I had last year around this time, at work. I had a sore throat, um, for a long time. It wasn't like, a week or two. It was like over the course of a few months, this constant lingering sore throat. And then a few years ago, 3 to 5 years ago, I had a septic infection in my jaw. And there's someone in my awareness who has, like, spoken to this, and the connection between, our alignment and the physical manifestation of symptoms when something in our alignment is out of whack. It's out of alignment. And I was considering that, if you consider where our hernia is, um, and I think, you know uh, it's your root chakra, I believe. Orange or red, orange or red. You'll but your root chakra, and then your throat, and then your mouth. How we express. Um, and I'm thinking back to, um, my childhood, um, my experiences with sex as a child, um, were not healthy as a child, and over more recent days, in the last 5 years, I mentioned in a recent share that I have a level of neuropathy, that was caused ultimately that was caused by Lyme disease, and it left me with chronic issues, and one of them was, the neuropathy. And so my perceptions around sex and sexuality, my own sex, my ability to perform as a sexual being, um, is virtually non-existent. And it's interesting how, you know this culmination point ends up with me having a hernia, and some, whatever. I had some other muscle issues, torn muscle, torn fascia, and and that kind of how it's playing out, like when that center, when that alignment is out of alignment, and we manifest a physical symptom of our chakral alignment. And I was thinking back to last year. I had that lingering, constant sore throat. I was eating Ricola. I had Ricola. I was like, I could have taken stock in Ricola. I had a constant lingering sore throat, and I'm looking at it. There was a situation I was in with someone in an authority position, and they had authority over me, and it was growing. It was becoming growing very distasteful to me, and I felt like I wanted to express, but I couldn't. I wouldn't allow myself to express out of fear and anxiety. Fear of losing my job. I felt that I was being treated unfairly on some level, and I wanted to express, but no, shut up. You're going to lose your job, or you're going to cause waves, or whatever. Ultimately, I was able to verbalize. And then going back to my jaw, having that septic infection in my jaw. Again, speaking, having a voice, period. Having a voice that and I know what was going on at that time. I was experiencing a lot of clarity about the nature of some lifelong relationships that I had, and the dependence and codependence on these individuals, and their perceptions of me, and always nodding my head and not speaking my truth. No, I don't agree with you. No, I don't agree with you. That's fine for you. That's your life and your path. But I was always that, I'm going to nod my head and go along, and go along with the crowd, for acceptance and approval. And no. And that's what was going on, and the serendipities, maybe that's not the right word, but yeah, a fortunate accident, serendipity. The coincidence that I was having these particular types of physical symptoms in my body as I was experiencing these tower moments, I guess, these moments of what could be perceived as great stress, coming to coming to an awareness of my divinity, my sovereignty, my you are your own person, Scott. You're not, you have an opinion, you have a voice. It doesn't have to agree with the masses. You can actually, and not only you don't have to agree with the masses, you can verbalize your own opinion and your own stance and your own feelings and your own experiences. You don't have to just agree with everybody to keep the peace. It's okay to upset the apple cart a little bit, and then going, and then right up to, more recent days, and having this hernia operation and torn muscles, and knowing what my past has been, and then leading up to coming to a place in my life where I'm virtually impotent, and like seeing my own sexuality on a clear basis, and it was weird because the person who it brought me right back to this person who was sharing their own experiences as they were unfolding, and they were talking, I have a sniffle, I have a cough, I have this, and they would express that they were clearing. I'm clearing, and I'm like, yeah, you got a cold, you're clearing a cold. No, they were clearing, and what they were referring to, but I was too dense in the moment to pick up on it, was they were clearing a density in their alignment. They were they were correcting a misalignment within themselves, and it was just that like making that connection, that where I could see the connection between my own physical symptoms presenting and what did I have going on at that time in my life, and then up to recent days. Interesting observations. A good night's sleep, and I actually slept quite well last night. I definitely felt a shift in my healing. When I went to bed last night, I was very uncomfortable. Ooh, baby, was I uncomfortable. But something in my sleep last night, I woke up this morning and I was like, oh, that feels considerably better than it did yesterday. Even last night, just 6 hours ago. So hopefully I'm on we'll head in that direction. I'm going to focus on that and try to lay off laying on the couch and be more active and on my feet. He said that would be very, very useful in aiding in the healing process to be up, moving around as much as you're able. Keep moving around. I won't be mowing the lawn today or digging in the garden, but go for a nice long walk. It's raining out right now. But that's why they invented umbrellas and raincoats. Or if it's warm enough, it actually felt kind of balmy. Screw it. I'll go outside and get wet. I don't care. I love the rain. Stomping in puddles. Peace that surpasses all understanding. I was kind of curious too. Some friends on Monday, there was a group chat, and I was wondering if there might be a replay floating around somewhere. Love to see that. Feel free to contact me. My email will be in the description box. ScottZatella1966 @gmail.com. And have a glorious day. Peace that surpasses all understanding. Thanks for stopping by.